think really it's just Facebook and Instagram. I only downloaded TikTok once to watch the Arcade Fire concert, and then I deleted it immediately after. I guess like because I watch YouTube, but I wouldn't consider it like social media. I definitely don't use it as a social platform. So like if I was interacting with people and not just like entities like TV channels or something, then maybe it would be more social, but I don't use it like that. I'm like an old person with YouTube. I just watch my video and then I close it and that's it. The only thing I do is I watch or like consistently because, you know, sometimes I'll be looking for, you know, a music video or a clip from a TV show or, you know, because I'll be trying to show my friends like, oh, this was a funny whatever scene in a movie. But otherwise, the only time I open it is on Sunday mornings. I open my phone and I watch the clip or the sketches from Saturday Night Live that happened the night before. And that's all I do on YouTube. That's it. Because if you watch Saturday Night Live on the TV, the commercial breaks are like 10 minutes long. They're really ridiculous. And then the one guy, the comedian that I follow, is kind of like a blog. He's kind of like a satirical influencer. He makes fun of people that are like, you know, out documenting their whole life and doing the selfies, and it's really funny. And he only posts like one video every couple months, you know, because most of his stuff is on Instagram. So, and he's super over dramatic, but that's like he's doing it sort of satirically. I think if he was seriously acting that way, I would not follow him on Instagram because I don't follow any, you know, like influencers or like the classic stereotypic type of influencer, and I don't like following things. This is kind of funny then because I don't like following people telling me what to buy or saying their opinion, but I follow a lot of like design companies and art companies, and I buy a bunch of nonsense from them. It's like I trust the company selling to me more than I trust the people like saying you should try it. Instagram is just like museums, artists, chefs, friends, and just a lot, like too many companies because they're always selling me something like clothes or candlesticks, like a lot of candlesticks. I block ads. So when ads pop up that I don't want, I go to like the extra steps to remove them from ever seeing their ads again. So I don't like my ads are really weird too, but it's like most of the stuff on my Instagram is just highly edited advertisements for things to buy. So I've like curated my own catalog every day. Maybe it's older people that I hang out with. I don't know. They talk about their interaction with Facebook or with Instagram, like stuff is shoved in their face, you know, like, oh, I keep getting this Instagram ad for flip-flops. And I just look at them like, just delete the ad. Like you can go in and say, hide all ads from this person, you know, like you don't, or they say, oh, I hate that my uncle shares political stuff all the time, but I have to still be friends with him or whatever. And I say, well, you know, you can hide all from that source. So my Facebook page has no political stuff on it at all. I've totally scrubbed it. Anytime I see something pop up from like, you know, America is the greatest, even like Republican, Democrat, I don't care. I don't want to see any of it. I just want baby pictures and events on Facebook. That's all I want. I hide all from source, like 5 a day I get rid of. So now my Facebook is just events and local things and my friends, and that's it. Yeah. But on Instagram, it's a little trickier because it's all companies. So I get a lot of ads for things that are similar. Like if I like a shoe and I'm following a shoe company, then all the other shoe companies try to catch me. It's a shoe. So I can be like, yes, I like the shoe, and I can move on. I don't have to think about like the shoe as a person. You know, I can just go, bloop, shoe. But they're all weird companies. They're not like, I don't follow Nike or Adidas or like bigger brands. It's all really niche things. My friends only show up in the story. So it's interesting too, between like my feed is, you know, like objects or things trying to be sold to me or like photography or art or something. But in the stories, then I can catch up with all my friends. So I don't really interact with my friends in the feed. It's really just the stories at this point, I think. I do get overwhelmed, so I try to keep the number of things that I follow close to 1,000, you know, because then at some point, like, I'll look at it and I'll be like, I haven't seen a photo of my friend, and I've been scrolling for, like, ever, you know, like, okay, it's time to get rid of stuff. Yeah, the fear of getting overwhelmed with things is definitely a big part of how I interact with the social media. Like, I don't want to be thinking about political things because it's just kind of overwhelming. So I just remove all of it. I can only doom scroll for so long before I'm like, I don't care. Like, nothing new has happened in the world today or whatever. And the same with stories, because, the algorithm, after like maybe the first 10 stories are friends that post things, and then it's companies, and I don't care about the stories of companies. If I send the little like heart eyes emoji to a company, they're not going to be like, that's great, we love you too, But if I do that to my friend, they'll be like, there's an interaction there. So yeah, the doom scrolling I try to avoid with that. But the reels, where it just gives you like the random videos, I could scroll on that for hours. And I think TikTok is supposed to be like that. And that's why I'm avoiding TikTok, because I would just get sucked in and I would never come back out. In my reels, it's stuff that I would never really follow. Like, yeah, Indian street food. I mean, I would follow them, but it's like constant videos of people making it, people, preparing it, people, whatever. And then also I don't follow any skateboarders, but I'm like obsessed with the skateboarder reels. So I keep liking them because I want the algorithm to keep feeding them to me. So like I know that I can play with the algorithm a little bit and then make sure I have that. But if I see something I really don't like, I always make sure that I go through the extra step of saying not interested, because I want the algorithm to be like perfect and custom. That is one thing. I always turn the sound off. So I almost never, ever, even for stories, unless it's like somebody says sound on, I will not do it. Instagram is less serious, so I can post just like things I see, and that's what I do. I just post things I see, and then in the stories, then I'll post what I'm doing that day, because it doesn't stay there forever. It's only there for a day, so it feels really like trivial. It feels more like closer to my own life. If I post like a whole paragraph about what I did that day or something on Facebook, it seems much more serious, when really it was like, I went out and I saw a cow, and now I'm not sure if there's a cow. Like, there doesn't need to be a Facebook post about the magic cow. That should be a story. And then I'm in a couple of like funny groups, like Takes with Threatening Auras. So I follow that, and I've followed other groups like that. There was a group called Toilets with Threatening Auras. So it's just like scary toilets. On Instagram, I follow like a guy, and he posts like memes, but they're kind of like scandalous memes. And so it's just like, since my life is not anything like that, it's interesting to see, the other stuff. And also sometimes he just posts the best memes of the week, and they have nothing to do with anything. They're just kind of random, like a random mix up of memes, and they're great. So I'm not going to stop following him. And now I'm kind of like invested in his journey, because he'll share some personal things, and he's like, he got his nursing degree, and now he's moving on in his career. He got a residency. And so it's kind of this whole weird meme account, but also now I'm like, we're all invested in his growth as a person. So this guy goes around, he goes backpack, and he just steals shit. And he just puts it all in the backpack. It's like, there's a lot more context around it, of course, and it's from Dora the Explorer. So it's like her little backpack song, but he's just going around stealing shit. And so, but he'll go in the street and he'll pick up like big things like vacuums, like vacuum cleaners, or whatever he wants. And he just takes it. It's just delightful. Yeah, I try to follow things that are, besides all the companies and everything, like funny things. I like funny things. If I want something quick and easy, like it's really easy to look at a picture of an ugly cake and just get that little serotonin rush or whatever and be like giggly about the ugly cake, and then I can move on with my life. I wouldn't say that it affects my life every day, except for the amount of time that I spend in it, but for the most part, I think I have pretty positive. Yeah, I don't get a whole lot of negative stuff because I get rid of all of it. So I got rid of all the political stuff. I got rid of all the boring stuff. So I put timers on my phone now. So I only get to look at Instagram and Facebook for 30 minutes each day. And now it's been a week of that, and it's been working, and I haven't missed anything. So it's cool. Yeah, but I think like just reminding yourself that even though you're creating a bubble, like I definitely have created my bubble online. Like I follow very specific things. I block the things I don't want to see. So I've definitely created a bubble, but I don't feel like that bubble is real life. It's like my little comfort bubble. I go in there and I look at the cake photos, see what my friends are doing, see what events are happening, look at candlesticks. So it's just a comfort bubble, but trying to keep in mind that I do have to, I'm outside of the bubble like physically. So I have to eat and I have to interact with friends. I have to like work so I can feed my dog, So So trying to keep all of that in perspective.